Hello. Today I'm going to be discussing this character. I am the wise Elevin, and this is my character, Jave. So you probably are wondering who the heck is this guy. I am currently writing a story about these creatures that are from another dimension, and it's kind of like a revolution story where they fight against their current society. The inspiration for the story is, if you haven't heard of this book called Amygdala by Sam Fenna. I personally don't hate the book. There's just a lot of things about the book I wish were different. So basically the story is me just like rewriting it and like fixing it in my own way. Well, not fixing it, but like just rewriting it in a way I would prefer. You know? Like my own version of it anyway. So the creatures in the story are called Elevens. They're a lot similar to the Kivawakians because I think that the idea of it is great, and also because I like drawing a bunch of different creatures. Basically, the Elevens are creatures, they all look different, they're all different from each other. There's no real universalities, and they kind of just, they're all their own thing. And this character, Jave, he is a member of the outcasts, basically the people who escaped. Because in this world, children basically are put into these youth camps, and they are basically left there until they are evaluated, with basically seeing if they're worth living in society. So, what's it called? And he was one of these characters, and he was deemed not worth living in society. He was deemed weak. Mentally, though. He's physically strong. It's just, mentally he was deemed weak because of his high amounts of empathy and the fact he's neurodivergent. In fact, a lot of the characters that are quote-unquote weak are actually neurodivergent, or at least by our standards. Or just have some sort of thing that's different about them, typically mentally speaking. But also, if you're physically weak, you're also axed. And what they do is they add them to these flesh amalgamations because Elevens don't die. And he's one of the ones that learned this is what's going to happen instead of just being banished like they've been told. So he fled and he escaped and joined up with the outcast group. Now, about his character, he's kind of nervous. He's very empathetic. He's a little soft spoken. He's also big. He's like the tall giant. And he has a very deep voice, which he's kind of like the older, nervous brother of the group. And is always just, he's kind of just there. Like, like when your sibling and you're having a bad day and your sibling just spawns and gives you a hug and you're like, where did you come from? He's that guy. And and yeah, I just kind of just went for that vibe. Also, I was in the mood for drawing something that looked kind of like a dragon. About his body, he has like a serpentine like body. He's just like a big snake, like a really big snake with like a dragon head. What's it called? I got the idea for how his head looked from Rain Wings from Wings of Fire because I personally think they're cool. I like their little head frills. Also, I went for the clown aesthetic with this guy. That's why he's all colorful and whatnot. He becomes good friends with our main cast, specifically our main character, Krill. And Jave, I'm still working on what I want his character to do, like importance-wise. I want his character to play like a side role or maybe supporting role, though I am debating whether or not I want to make him a part of the main cast because personally, I like his character. I like what I'm doing with him. I like his design, but I don't know if I should put him in the main cast. Love him to death, but I feel like he's just better as a side character. Who knows? Tell me in the comments if you believe he should be a main character based on just design alone. Also, he is also, what's it called? He actually, is one of the people who was the first to escape in over 100 years. The reason he was even able to escape was because he was able to overpower the guards. And he's actually one of the characters that like starts being like, hey, he's clearly strong. Why wasn't he allowed to live in society? He like helps unravel that mindset. And they use the excuse, well, he was mentally weak. And they're like, well, what proof do you have? See, because they want people that think, that they want people they can control. And so people who are logical, they don't want because they're harder to control. And if you ever met an autistic person, you know we question every damn thing. There is no, oh, it's like there's like with me when I was little, I would always question everything, like to an like I went to church once. I'm not Christian. My family isn't Christian, but I went with like a friend. I went to church once. They hated me. I questioned everything in Sunday school. Everything. I was so hated. Nothing against Christians. Love y'all. Just personally, a lot of things I question. But that's your religion, not my business. Do you? But Jave's a lot like that. He questions everything. It's very hard for him to just accept things. He has to understand everything, or just he gets really bad anxiety. I totally did not make him off me. What are you talking about? He's totally nothing like me. What are you talking about? And also, the colors and the design itself was really a spur of the moment thing. I don't really think a lot when I'm drawing. I just draw. So, yeah, this is how it turned out. I like how it turned out. I wish there's some things I wish I could have done better. But at the end of the day, I like it. Hope y'all like it. But, word to wise, anyone who wants to comment how those spots on the neck look out of line, I know it brings me pain to look at it while rewatching this. But we must live with our consequences because I'm not redoing this. And I will be drawing more characters in the future from my story. And oh, I almost forgot to mention. So the story is basically called Breaking of Chains. Okay, I'm still workshopping it. I have the first few chapters done. I'm still workshopping the title. And this is actually my first video I am making on YouTube talking about this. So yay! Yay for me. And yeah, so Jave is gonna be a part of this. I'm gonna love Jave, I'm gonna love writing about him. Hopefully I don't eventually kill him off. I can be that kind of person sometimes. If this video gets at least 30 views within the next month, I won't kill him off. If I get 10 likes, I definitely won't kill him off. I'm just messing. I usually don't kill my baby characters. And what's it called? And actually, I'm thinking of giving him a love interest with one of the main cast. Still debating that. Who knows? Honestly, when I'm writing, I just go with the flow. Stuff happens. I don't really plan it that much. I mean, obviously I plan, but let's just go with the flow, just let things happen, see how they play out. More interesting that way. And I am not the best at drawing backgrounds, as you can see. They are basically airbrushed in because I am lazy like that. I'm still figuring out how to do that. I can draw characters pretty good. It's the backgrounds I suck at doing. I don't know if I'm gonna do one for the next one. I don't know. We'll see what y'all think of this, whoever is watching. But yeah, that wraps this up. Bye.